Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Aiden for y'all that don't know me, and today it is day trading reflection video number 16. And there was some very poor things that happened in today. It was a Monday for sure. Felt the Monday. And let's just go ahead and hop right into it. It's a little different type of video. This is a voiceover over my initial trades, what I took. And I'm just going to explain why I took them there and what was going through my mind. Through Thinkorswim, I was trading, and then afterwards, I usually show my trades, but the option for showing your trades wasn't working for some reason, so this is how I'm going to put out the video. Alright, so I traded Gush and Drip today. Right now, I'm just going through all the other ETFs that I have on my watch list, all the other stocks as well that I might see value in. But today, I only traded Drip and Gush. You can see Drip was downtrending off of a 3-day uptrend, and that looked attractive to me. It offered potential for recovery. That is why I traded what I traded with Drip. And the reason why I took the trade at the specific spot is you'll see it started uptrending. I believe, though, once that stock actually started uptrending, I took too long to hop in on the trade and missed out on the move, basically chasing the trade. But what I really wanted to do was make sure that the stock was uptrending and I wasn't buying in another false reversal. So you can see I'm just watching Drip and going down, waiting for it to build a support, which it did its first time right there. And this first push-up actually was a false. You can see all the other false push-ups that it was trying to make, and I just didn't want to get caught in any of that. That was one of the reasons why I felt like I was chasing why I waited too long. But it's just a hit or miss with the pullbacks, You can't get them all, and to make sure you don't buy the false pullbacks or the false breakouts or whatever it is, it's just be more patient. And that's what I was really trying to emphasize on my trading day today. So you can see this stock is LABD right here. LABD was starting to make its push up at the same time that Drip was. And so they're kind of mimicking each other today, which I noticed that as well. Although LABD, it's kind of pushed up, but it did the same thing as Drip, and it made a false push up and continued to push down. It's just all about being patient with these stocks. You can see there, Drip pushed up and then it came right back down. Okay, and that's what I want to try to avoid. LABD, I'm here just setting my alerts, making sure I get notified when the stock goes up or down. Right now, I'm just focusing on Drip and Gush. I'm not going to really pay attention to LABD and LABU as much, but I like them. I was debating on here, should I trade them? But it just pushed right back down, so I didn't take this trade. So heading back over to Drip, I noticed that it's making a double support, which should have gave me a indication of a double bounce, and I should buy in pretty early. But Drip, you see it kind of pushed down. It kind of pushed down a little further than the double, and so it broke it. It broke that support point, and so I thought, maybe not. Maybe I should give it more time. And I feel like I gave it too much time. Alright, so here I'm just setting on my alerts, making sure I'm good, double checking all the other watch lists. Watching DGAS, UGAS, the natural gas ETFs, those were very interesting today. UGAS continued its downtrend as DGAS was uptrending, and it honestly looks very, very simple for the natural gas traders that actually like trading natural gas. Me, myself, I haven't had much profitability with natural gas, so I didn't trade those. You can see I can just scanning the watch list, just making sure everything's going good, everything I see the opportunity for it. And here I see that Drip, even though it broke that last support point, I'm going to go ahead and mark it right there with the trend line. And I'm going to see if it pushes up to that trend line. And after it breaks that trend line, I know that it's a confirmation of an uptrend, because it's a little more than that pullback right there. And it's at that 5-day, 5-minute resistance point. All right, I'm changing my music. Hold on. That was me changing the music. If y'all have Apple Music, go add me. And so drip here is starting to push up, and I noticed that it broke that first last high of the last candlestick there, and that should have been another indication to buy in. You could have used that indicator to buy in, making another high from the last candlestick. After it breaks that, that's a great point to buy in. But I was going off that 5-day, 5-minute indicator, and as soon as it crossed there, I felt like I was too far from it, so I waited for it to come back, pull back a little bit, and make a support, and that's exactly what I did. Okay, I really wanted to make sure I wasn't buying this pullback, and that was going through my head. I see it pushing up. I noticed that I should have bought in with that last high of the candlestick. That could have been more than enough on my 1%, and at this point, the stock is over 2%. So technically, I've missed this move. If you're talking to anybody else and anybody else shows me this afterwards, I would have been like, you missed this move. And that's what I felt like I did, so I waited, and I wanted it to come back and build a support. I wanted Gush to push up just a little bit and then pull back. And so, Gush does the opposite of drip. And so here Gush goes, actually pushing up, and I start to think maybe Gush would be a good buy. But I'm just waiting to see which one goes up, which one goes down. It's still hard to tell for me right now which one is uptrending, which one's downtrending. And so after it made that support, I went ahead and bought in after it crossed the last high of the candlestick of that support. And that is where I feel like I could have been better on with that entry point. It could have been a lot lower. Those were my standards for this stock on this particular day, on this particular morning, just because how it was and how the pullbacks were. And I didn't want to get caught in them, just quite simply. I wanted it to pull back and keep going up. But you can see there, it was making a resistance, drip was, and so Gush started to kind of push up and change directions. I noticed that. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to let this trade ride, and that's what I tried to do. And so as it's going up, I'm just keeping an eye on Gush, making sure it doesn't build those supports. I believe I put an alert right here just to make sure when it crosses the last high for Gush, I'll get notified. And actually my alert goes off, and that's when I sell half. I sell half coming up right there. And so I'm going to go ahead and get my other half ready, and I sell that, and I keep my profits, just locking in profits. What happened there, you can see I sold twice. My stop loss, it got broke, it didn't get filled, and so I had to go ahead and manually market sell those orders. All right, so now I'm looking back into Gush because Gush is pushing up and Gush looks good. It was uptrending throughout the day. It had a nice little pullback, and now it offers margin to push up. So now I'm transferring my attention to Gush. I understand that drip could still push up, but I don't really want to take that chance. Gush was the one uptrending all day. Even though I waited so long for Gush, I went ahead and, I waited so long for drip. I went ahead and changed my attention to Gush. It just made more sense to me why this stock would push up and why it might keep going and help me reach that 1% a bit more stable than what drip would offer. So you can see it's starting to push up. It made that resistance point by my trend line right there. And I have the pointer set at 36.38, and that is my buy-in point. That's the point I want to get in. I want to get in right after it crosses that trend line, right after it crosses that resistance point. But you see on my trend line that the resistance point is kind of above, and I should have took that into consideration, but it crossed it. I went ahead and bought in on the trend line like I said I would at 36.42, a few cents away from where I initially wanted to. And I was hoping for that breakout and for the stock to keep uptrending, But you know, it is what it is. It actually came back and hit my stop loss real quick, and that's how my 2 trades went for the day. Both of these buy-ins I feel like could have been better. Both of these entry points, you know, maybe a little too far away. I felt like I was not chasing. Definitely Drip was more of a chase, but I felt more compelled with Gush because I thought that was the correct move. And it is what it is, man. I can't really do much for it. I can just go ahead and learn off of it and take what I can away from it, you know? So the entry points, Gush and Drip both should have been earlier. I should have based off the last high of the candlestick, which would have got me at my 1% mark. And also my exit point for Drip was pretty well. I finished positive, but for the exit point for Gush, it was a little more conservative. And so I lost a little more money on it. A little less than 1% still, but it could have been better. And all around, just stock identification, it was good. I noticed the uptrend for Drip. I noticed it, you saw it, and I figured that if I waited longer for this confirmation, then I'll be able to buy in. And that's exactly how it went. I did it. It pushed up a little bit. I got out. Bad trade. I got out of the bad trade. I realized it was a poor trade, and I realized I should have bought in earlier, but I still finished positive. That's the thing about day trading. You can still finish positive even if you're not that good. You just have to know your entry point and your exit point, right? If you're in a bad trade, know when to get out. It's that simple, and you could keep on working towards that goal of finishing positive, especially if you're just starting out. Don't really try to make money, just try to finish positive. That's what I try to do. I keep my goal at 1% really, really small. And it's just something to strive for, you know? You don't have to hit it, but it's definitely something to strive for. All right, guys, so that's how my trading went. That's how my trading day went. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all can take away value from it. And if you like the content, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments how your Monday went. I finished $4 down on the day, so starting off the week red. But let me know how your Monday went. And I will see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Hopefully Thinkorswim will allow me to see my trades, and I'll be able to do a reflection afterwards instead of using the recording I used today. But if you like the recording, let me know. Let me know if you like this style, and I will see y'all in the next video. All right, guys. Y'all, as always, stay up and peace out.